Hi friends, welcome to the channel Btech. So let us start doing problems from probability distribution, that is the first and second modules of your syllabus. Here comes your first one. First question, given that f of x equal to k by 2 raised to x is a probability distribution of a random variable that can take on the values x equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Find k, also find the cumulative distribution function. See, one question from this topic is very sure, that is cumulative distribution function. Okay, so never miss this question. I will explain now. F of x equal to k by 2 raised to x and x take up the values 0 to 4. How to begin is, you have to draw a table of two rows, one for x, another for f of x. Fill up these numbers 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, get the corresponding f of x by substituting individual numbers for x. That is k by 2 raised to 0 is 1 itself. So, k by 1 and next is k by 2 raised to 1 is 2. Next is k by 2 raised to 2 which means 4. K by 2 cube is 8 and k by 2 raised to 4 is 16. Okay, and we all know that the total probability for an event is equal to 1. So, just add up all this, sigma f of x equal to 1. Take out these values, k plus k by 2 plus k by 4 plus k by 8 equal to 1. Adding up you will get like 31 by 16 is equal to 16k equal to 1, which means your k value is going to be 16 by 31. Next is you have to find cumulative distribution function. For that you have to fill this 16 by 31 or k value onto this table. 16 by 31. Next is 16 by 31 divided by 2 which is 16 by 62. 16 by 124. So, these are the values filled up. Now, you have to arrange the random variables in whole of the number line, that is x lesser than 0. Next is between 0 and 1. So, x values taken between 0 and 1, later 1 and 2, then 2 and 3, 3 and 4, later x greater than 4. Okay. So, if you have 5 digits, then you will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ranges. Okay. Now, you have to put equal to sign over these areas. Okay, excluding the other points. And next only we are going to write the CDF or cumulative distribution function. How to write means, definitely the first row and last row is defined. First one will be 0 and last one will be 1. And in between we have 1, 2, 3 and 4, 4 values. So, you have to take this value 16 by 31 and write over here. In the next set you have to add these two, 16 by 31 plus 16 by 32. Okay. And thirdly you have to add the first 3 rows, that is 16 by 31 plus 16 by 32 plus 16 by 124. And fourth one is add the first 4 columns, 16 by 31, 16 by 32, 16 by 124 plus 16 by 248. And lastly, of course, you have to add all the 5 numbers. Definitely you are going to get 1 only. Okay. Now, simplify and get the values. So, these are the values. Now, let us move on to the next question. City violate the building code. What is the probability that a building inspector who randomly select 4 of the new buildings will catch? 3 sub-questions are given. Actually, out of 18, 6 violate the building code. So, we get the probability there. That is probability of number of buildings that violate building code. Okay, is equal to out of 18, 6 violates. So, it is 1 by 3 is the probability. Okay, and the building inspector randomly select 4 of the new buildings. So, n values equal to 4. So, which means the number of objects is limited. So, we have to move for binomial distribution. And what is the first question? None of the new buildings that violate the building code, that is out of these 4, no building should violate the building code. So what will be the probability, which means number of buildings that violate building code must be 0, which means our x value, usually we write like P of x, isn't it? So x is the number taken for the number of buildings that violate the building code. Since the first question asked is to find the number of buildings that do not violate the building code, means x value will be 0. Okay, so we have to find P of 0. And what is the general expression for binomial distribution? P of x is equal to NCX P raised to x Q raised to n minus x. Okay, where P is for the success or what is given in your question, and Q is simply 1 minus P. Okay, so P of 0 means it is n. What is our n value is 4. So 4C0, what is P here? This is your P, which is 1 by 3 raised to x. X here is 0, and Q. What is Q? Q is equal to 1 minus 1 by 3, which is 2 by 3. So it is 2 by 3 raised to n minus x, which means 4 minus 0. Solving it out, 4C0, NC0 is equal to 1. Okay, we can try in the calculator also. 4C0 is 1, and any number raised to 0 is again 1, and 2 by 3 raised to 4. So your answer is 2 raised to 4, 16 divided by 81 is your answer. Got it? Next sub question is one of the new buildings that violate the building code, which is our x value is equal to 1, because only one building violates the building code. So x is equal to 1. So again P of 1 is equal to NCX. What is NCX? So it's NCX P raised to x Q raised to n minus x, isn't it? So P of 1 is 4C1 1 by 3 raised to x and 2 by 3 raised to 4 minus 1. 4C1. NC1 is equal to n. Okay, so 4C1 is simply 4 itself into 1 by 3. Next is 2 by 3 raised to 3. So the value is 32 by 81 is your answer. Last sub question is at least 2 of the new buildings violate the building code. At least 2. At least 2 means P of at least 2 means the minimum number is 2. So it is like x greater than or equal to 2. At least means minimum there must be 2. So x is greater than or equal to 2, which means how many buildings are considered? Only 4 buildings are considered. That means number of buildings that violate the codes can be, no building can violate the code, or only one building violates the code, or 2 or 3 or 4. X cannot take up the value 5 because there is no 5 buildings or there is no 5th building taken by the inspector. So it is actually x greater than or equal to 2 means it is 2, 3, 4. P of x equal to 2 plus P of x equal to 3 plus P of x equal to 4. Or you can even have, see, total probability is equal to 1, which means P of x equal to 0 plus P of x equal to 1 till P of x equal to 4 is equal to 1. And you need to get the values starting from P of x equal to 2. You have to get these values, and we are known with the values of P of x equal to 0 and P of x equal to 1. So how to get these values? That is, if this is y and we need to find y, then it is like 1 minus P of x equal to 0 minus P of x equal to 1, isn't it? When we take these two terms to the right hand side, it becomes negative. And the values for P of x equal to 0 was 16 by 81 and P of x equal to 1 is 32 by 81. Just subtract and get the value. It is about 11 by 27. So this is your value, 11 by 27. So it's that easy to score 8 marks from this question. Okay. Now let's take 2b. Okay, 2a is some kind of proof and which rarely comes. So let us move on to 2b. And it says find the value of k for the probability density function given below and also find the mean and variance. So what is the value of k? As we have said, negative infinity to infinity f of x dx. Total probability is going to be 1 and our range is cut short to 0 to 1. So, it is like 0 to 1 kx cube dx is equal to 1. Now, k into x raised to 4 by 4 in the limits 0 and 1 is equal to 1. So, I have taken k outside being a constant, okay. And whenever you are going to start with the limit substitution, open a big bracket inside which two small brackets are there for upper limit and lower limit. So, here it is like 1 raised to 4. 1 raised to 4 is 1 itself. So, 1 by 4 minus lower limit is 0. So, actually it is like k by 4 equal to 1 or k value is equal to 4. Okay. Next thing is find out the mean and variance. What is the formula for mean and variance? Formula for mean is integral x f of x dx. This is your mean. Okay. And variance is like integral x square f of x dx minus mu square. This is your equation for variance. Okay. So, mean, calculating mean first, integral x into what is f of x? K x cube, and k value is known to be 4 and x cube, okay, x into 4x cube dx in the limit 0 to 1. Again 4x raised to 4 integral 0 to 1, it is like 4x raised to 5 by 5 in the limits 0 to 1, just simplify. So, 4 by 5 is your mean. And what about variance? You have to go for integral x square f of x dx, isn't it? So, integral x square into f of x is again 4x cube dx. So, it is like in 4 taken outside, now it is x raised to 5 dx, which is 4x raised to 6 by 6 in the limit. Again here it is 0 to 1 only, the only limit we have, and answer is 4 by 6 or 2 by 3 is your x square f of x. Putting over here, our mean is 4 by 5 and here you have like 2 by 3 minus mean square, which means 4 by 5 the whole square is your variance. It is like 2 by 3 minus 16 by 25. Answer is 2 by 75 is your variance. Variance is usually represented like sigma square. So, this is your value variance and this is your mean. Got it? Moving on to the next question. Next is from the topic normal distribution. Here you can see a random variable has normal distribution with mu is equal to 62.4, which is mean is 62.4, and you have to get standard deviation. If the probability is 0.2, that will take on a value greater than 79.2. Let us put the complete sentence into equation. So, given mu is equal to 62.4 and standard deviation must be found out. Next thing, if the probability is 0.2, P of something is equal to 0.2 for a value greater than 79.2. So, let us take the normal distribution. Since it is specified that it is simply normal distribution, you have to take the variable x. If it is standard normal distribution, take the value as z. Okay. So, here it is normal distribution. So, x greater than or equal to 79.2. Okay. So, before we start doing, we have to convert this x variable to z variable, that is we have to standardize the complete set. So, the formula is x minus mu by sigma is equal to z. Okay. And you are given the x value as 79.2, isn't it? So, substituting over here, you will have like 79.2 minus 62.4 divided by sigma equal to z. That means around 16.8 divided by sigma is equal to your z value. Now, substitute the whole thing over here, that is P of, instead of x you need to write z greater than or equal to, instead of 79.2 convert this x variable like into z variable, which is 16.8 by sigma. 16.8 divided by sigma is equal to 0.2. Now, you have a formula like P of set greater than or equal to A means 1 minus P of set lesser than or equal to A. Okay. And this P of set lesser than or equal to A is taken from the table, that is from normal distribution, standard normal distribution table. Okay. So let us substitute and find the value for P of Z lesser than or equal to A. So what is P of Z greater than or equal to A? Or P of Z greater than or equal to 16.8 divided by sigma is 0.2, isn't it? So LHS is 0.2 is equal to 1 minus P of Z lesser than or equal to A. Solving, we get P of Z less than or equal to A is equal to 1 minus 0.2 is 0.8. Now, how to use this table? Hope you know this chart, okay? I have downloaded standard normal probabilities. That is, along this axis, you will have Z values. The first row and first column is for Z values, and inside the table you will be filled up with the probabilities, okay? So, here our probability is 0.8. So, somewhere in this table you will have 0.8 value, and you have to take the corresponding Z value from these two parts, and then you will get the value A, okay? Let us check out. First we need to find where the 0.8 comes. Here you can see 0.7 to 7.7 coming up, and 0.7995, and next is 0.8023. See, this is the very minimum value, so just take up 0.8 and corresponding column is 0.805. So 0.8 plus 0.05 is 0.85 is the corresponding value. You cannot have like 0.8000 value will not be available in the list, but never mind, just take the minimum value. So the answer is 0.85, okay? 0.85 is your Z value, or P of Z lesser than or equal to 0.85 is equal to 0.8. Now just substitute this A value, that is A equal to 0.85, isn't it? So substitute this A value over here. 0.85 is equal to 16.8 divided by sigma. Then it is like 16.8 divided by sigma is equal to 0.85. Now substitute and find the value for sigma, or the standard deviation. Answer is about 19.76 is your standard deviation value. Next question is, amount of time that a surveillance camera will run without having to be reset is a random variable having the exponential distribution with the parameter 50 days. Parameter means this is actually mean, okay? Copying down, mean is given, mean is actually 1 by lambda. For exponential distribution, f of x equal to lambda e raised to minus lambda x for x greater than or equal to 0, and otherwise it is 0. So this is the PDF for exponential distribution. Exponential distribution. So mean is given to be 50 days. Now we have to find the probability that such a camera will have to be reset in less than 20 days. So we have to find P of x lesser than or equal to 20, and next question is not have to be reset in at least 60 days. So at least 60 days means 60 is minimum. So write like x greater than or equal to 60. So these are the two questions. Let us find out. Before that, get your f of x value substituted, like f of x equal to, see, 1 by lambda is equal to 50. So what about lambda? Lambda equal to 1 by 50, which is 0.02. So it is like 0.02 e raised to minus 0.02x for x greater than or equal to 0, and it is 0 otherwise. How to find P of x lesser than or equal to 20? So the lower limit here is x, isn't it? And the upper limit is 20. So how to get the lower limit? See, the lower limit for exponential distribution starts from 0. So it is like 0 to 20, integral 0.02 e raised to minus 0.02 x dx. Solving, take out the constant outside, and e raised to negative 0.02 x is e raised to minus 0.02 x itself divided by the coefficient of x, that is minus 0.02. Okay, cut out and you will have minus e raised to minus 0.02 x in the limits 0 to 20. Solving, minus e raised to minus 0.02 into 20 minus e raised to 0. So here comes your value. And second question, what is p of x greater than or equal to 60? As I just said in the previous part, p of x greater than or equal to 60 means it is simply 1 minus p of x lesser than or equal to 60. Okay, so it is again 1 minus integral, upper limit is 60 and lower limit for exponential distribution is 0 only. So solve it up. Answer is like 1 plus upper limit minus lower limit, that is e raised to minus 0.02 into 60 minus e raised to minus 0. Answer is 1 minus e raised to minus 1.2. And there goes your answer. So that's all with this chapter. It's quite easy. So I think about 20 to 25 marks can be scored from this chapter also, similar to Laplace transform that we discussed in the last class. So never miss these two chapters, okay, probability distributions and transforms. Also numerical methods is quite easy for you, just a matter of 2-3 formulas. So do well in your exams. Also please join in my Telegram channel for the complete list of formula and theorems. So till we meet in the next class, this is Minu signing off. Thank you and take care.